So I'm one of 2 Europeans that are on the board of the GPF, alongside Marcin Matusik from Poland. And Marcin's the founder of Polski Pickleball, and I'm the founder of Pickleball Ireland. And I founded Pickleball Ireland back in 2015, so just almost 10 years ago. So I'm probably in pickleball longer than a lot of the people in here. You know, a lot of you are very new to it. But what I want to say is that I'm very proud to be part of this organisation, because I think it's a great group of people that have formed the board of the GPF. They're coming from all walks of life and right around the world, and I'm honoured to work with them, and I know that we will do great work over the next year or so, and then if we're still there after that, well, hopefully we'll continue to do that. I have to just look at my notes here now without my glasses. Yeah, let me just tell you briefly, since I'm here to talk about Europe, I might as well talk about Ireland first, since it's sort of the main country in Europe. But when I started this, and I think Amy alluded to there, I wrote down the word rusted on support. 10 years ago, I was fighting Gaelic football and rugby and soccer and all these other sports. No one had ever heard of pickleball. It was a long, hard slog. And I think it was only about a year ago I went into a sports centre for the first time, which is something I do all the time. If I drive past a sports centre, I'll just go in and say, "Did you ever hear of pickleball?" And after 9 years of doing that, finally someone actually said yes. And you could have knocked me down with a feather at the time, but I was delighted, and actually that resulted in 5 venues being introduced to pickleball shortly after that. But like I say, I was probably premature in starting pickleball all that time ago, I think, because the growth was going like that for so long, and then after COVID it took off, and so a lot of you are coming into pickleball now and actually finding, God, why did he take so long to get going? But I think the growth has happened only in the last few years, So let's take then the rest of Europe. We might as well, I mentioned at the start that the European Pickleball Federation is not currently affiliated to the GPF, but we believe that the issues that they have with us are not insurmountable, and I would like to think that it won't be too long before they are the 5th federation to join the GPF and therefore create a single unified body going forward. There are 7 European countries currently affiliated with us, and I have to look them up. I had them memorised, but standing in front of you lot, it's just gone out of my head. So the first 7 countries to join us are Germany, Belgium, Poland, Turkey, Czechia, Slovakia, and Lithuania. And then on top of that, there are another 10 countries that have applied to us for membership, and we're really just working with them to get them to meet the criteria that we've set for membership, and that's only a matter of time. So it means that we will have 17, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more. Sorry, the eyesight. So the situation with pickleball in Europe is much like other places. There are many countries now that have run their own national championships. While they may not be members of our organisation yet, the fact is that the sport is growing in all of those countries. And some of the countries that have had national championships over the years are Scotland, Poland, Spain, France, Italy, Austria, Hungary, Czechia, Germany, and Sweden. Now, that's a good sign when you've got all of those countries now running national championships, whether they're nationals or opens. England, the premier country in Europe in terms of pickleball, claims to have 35,000 people playing pickleball, with about 9,000 of those being actual members of their organisation. And they've run many major events over the last few years, with their last event, the English Open, having something like 2,000 players in it. Let me just go back. Yeah, go on and get through this fast. You can give my minutes to somebody else, have you, when I'm finished? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and the next big thing that's happening in Europe, and it's happening very shortly, is that there's a European Team Championships happening. This will be the first time that has happened in Europe, and that is sponsored by the EPF. But there are 24 countries going to be entering that, so again, a great sign of the growth and the success of the sport. Other developments in October, Ron, chairman of GPF officiating, ran a refereeing course in Poland, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. And I think the countries that took part in that were Poland, Czechia, Slovakia, and Lithuania. There's more sessions planned for 2025, including Turkey. Well, there's one or more, but I know Turkey's in the pipeline as well. Do you not provide water or anything? No. Imagine booking a hotel with no bar in it. You know, I've never been in a hotel that didn't have a bar before, but anyway.
As long as you're not infectious.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Marcin has been telling me that in 2025 we will be involved in the launching of a brand new initiative called the Nations Cup under the 3Cs pickleball initiative. I won't go into what 3Cs means because it's more of a political thing. Oh, thank you, Sandy. You're a lady. Talk among yourselves. But that will be an annual event for national teams based on the Baltic, Adriatic and Black Sea regions. Yeah. In effect, that's the report on Europe. So all we can say is, look, it's in a very healthy situation, the sport in Europe, and if we can just get over this hurdle of the EPF joining us, I think we will be in a great position, and we'll be one of the powerhouses of pickleball in the world, whether you like it or not. Yeah. Thank you. That's it.